Hi, welcome to the lesson on solving equations containing one solution, infinite solutions, and no solution. So what we're going to do first is solve a one variable linear equation in which there is exactly one solution. So let's say you're given this following equation to solve, and that is 3 times the quantity x plus 3 minus 27 is equal to 4x minus 36. Okay, so the first thing you would want to do is go ahead and distribute this 3 to each term within the parentheses in order to get rid of the parentheses. So 3 times x is simply 3x, plus 3 times 3 is 9, minus 27 equals 4x minus 36. So the next thing to do is to combine like terms. So we have 3x and we have the constants 9 and minus or negative 27. So 9 minus 27 is negative 18 equals 4x minus 36. So our ultimate goal is to isolate x. So let's go ahead and move 4x to the other side of the equation by subtracting 4x, because I would like to keep my variable on the left side of the equation. Alright, so now we need to isolate this x, so let's go ahead and get rid of negative 18 by adding it to the other side. So we'll do that by adding 18 to both sides. So now let's go ahead and get rid of what we do not need. So we have negative 18 plus 18, which cancels, and 4x minus 4x, which cancels. We have 3x minus 4x, which is negative x, and I will show you what to do with this in a moment, equals negative 36 plus 18 is negative 18. So now what I want to state here is that you're going to divide both sides by the coefficient of this variable, and the coefficient in this case is simply 1 because there isn't anything here in front of x, right? It's simply 1x. So now, to avoid any confusion, it's good to place a 1 no matter which variable you're given, whether it's negative a, negative b, you get the point. All right, so let's go ahead and divide by negative 1 on both sides. Okay, so when you do that, if you notice, negative 1 divided by negative 1 cancels, so we're left with exactly 1x equals, and negative 18 divided by negative 1 is positive 18. So now you can go ahead and check this solution to make or check the equation to make sure the solution of 18 is correct. However, I will leave that up to you to do, and I will leave the answer in the description below. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to solving an equation containing infinite solutions here, or no solution rather. So wipe this out. Okay, so let's say that you're given the equation, let's see, x plus 7 equals x plus 4. So it's worth mentioning here, when you're given an equation to solve that has no solution, you obtain an equation that has the form, or takes the form a equals b. And this simply means that where a and b are just unequal numbers, they're unequal real numbers, okay? There isn't any number that will make the equation true. So if you even take a look at x plus 7 equals x plus 4, you can already see that it's not, this equation isn't true, right? So let's go ahead and try to isolate x. So when we do that, we subtract x from this side as well as this side of the equation, and let's subtract 7 from both sides of the equation. So if you notice, everything cancels out here, x minus x, positive 7 minus 7. This leaves us with 0 equals 4 minus 7 is negative 3. So you already know that 0 does not equal negative 3. So all I want to say here is that, like I stated earlier, that there isn't any number that will make this equation true. So even if you substituted x for, let's say, the number 2, so 2 plus 7 equals 2 plus 4. Well, 2 plus 7, is 9 equals, and then 2 plus 4 is 6. So you already know that 9 does not equal 6. Okay? So let's go over one more example, and that is infinite solutions. Let's wipe this out. Okay, and it's worth mentioning first is that this equation takes the form a equals a, where a is a real number. So that will be x plus 7 equals x plus 3 plus 4. Okay? So we have x plus 7 on the left side of the equation here equals, and let's combine like terms. So we have two constants, positive 3 and positive 4. So that gives us positive 7, right? So notice x plus 7 equals x plus 7, right? So no matter what number you substitute for this variable x, the equation will always be true. So let's say that you needed to substitute this x for 3. So that'll look like this: 3 plus 7 equals 3 plus 7, right? So that's 10 equals 10. So like I said, this solution will always be true no matter what number you substitute in for x. Okay, so that's all we have for this lesson. I hope it was helpful, and I look forward to working with you in the next lesson. Take care.